Hello, hello, hello out there, social media viewers. How's it going this afternoon? Let me tell you, it has been one heck of a day, but a heck of a good day. Let me say that, right? It's always nice when you can get a lot of stuff done, you can move around, you have the freedom that you've been wanting, wishing for, hoping, and praying for. And I take full advantage of that each and every day, you all. So let's see. I wanted to make sure that I went uh, to change the privacy settings because we're excited to be on. It's not just me. And guess what? We're not doing a presentation. Not right now. That's tonight. But right now, we just want to have some conversation. I have two of my business partners on here, and I want them to give you a little of their background. So you'll know who we are, right? I have a number of business partners, guys. I do. And I'm grateful for all 200 plus of those business partners. But not everyone has an opportunity or has the freedom and the flexibility like we do to be able to get on and just kind of do what we do from the comfort of our own homes. If we have to get out and go to the doctor, go to the grocery store, go to my nephew's school, like I did today, being super TT, right? I'm so grateful for that. And we'll get into that a little bit. But before we jump into anything, hello, John, watching from Kenya, huh? Well, hopefully you'll enjoy something that you hear today. But I'm going to bring a couple of my business partners. These ladies have the time freedom, right? And looking to continue to gain more or maintain what they have at least. And so I wanted to bring them on the line with me this afternoon before I get out of here and head to church later. But I want Valerie. And notice I said Valerie. It's not Valerie. It's not three symbols or syllables. It's two syllables. Valerie. So I want Valerie Verhoeven Hefty to come up. Val, I want you to tell our viewers today not why you said yes to the business, but I just want them to hear from you. Like, who are you? What do you do? What's your background and what's your occupation now? What has given you this nope, I'm not going to go into that part yet. Just tell them a little bit about who you are.
Yes, I'm Valerie, and from the day one, my father said I'm an oak, one of a kind, that they broke the mold when they made me. I am a retired educator, and I retired from corporate retail before I retired to education. Then I retired education, and I opened my own businesses. I opened a travel business an education consulting business about 15 years ago. And one of my colleagues there introduced me here. And because we travel internationally when we present 3 or 4 days at a time, this was a no-brainer to start the travel business and also get paid for the flight or the train or the car rental and all the hotel and of course all the excursions. I did this because I wanted freedom. I wanted financial freedom.
Val,
I am a nana.
Don't give them that yet. Don't give them anything
Oh,
about the
I'm
business.
sorry.
I'm coming forward with questions on that. But talk about being a nana. Let's talk about that.
I'm a nana. I moved up from Topsail Island in Hampstead, North Carolina, 5 years ago because my son moved and he wanted me closer. Plus, he oversees my medical care in case of emergencies. Nice. I have twin grandchildren, a boy and a girl, that are 11. They just turned in July. And I have a little one coming up on her 4th birthday in November. And then I have 2 bonus grandchildren, and they are 15 and 16. So the freedom that I love, at the drop of a minute, my son Joey can call and say, hey, Ma, I need you to get the kids. Or I can call him and say, hey, can I get the kids today and take them to one of their favorite places is Taco Bell. Or there's a really cute ice cream, Jeremiah's. It's after a frog, the frog song, for ice cream and gelada and snow cone. So this affords me the luxury of time freedom. And I just can't thank Dr. Joanna Falk enough for introducing me to this program. And this lady on this screen, this awesome director, has been a wonderful mentor and coach and pushes me to be successful. I think, thanks to her.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Val, for just telling them a little bit about you. I think Dr. Joy is getting her camera together, but let me jump in and just tell them a little bit about me. Most times people, you all are out there and you see me on social media, you see me doing presentations. I am a presenter, I'm a speaker, et cetera, et cetera. But who is DFR? Who is Denise, first of all? Denise Fields Russell. I'd like to say they're all the same person, and they are, but in different stages of life, you know, that things have changed here and there, right? So I grew up right here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. All of my childhood, like I was born and raised here. I went to school in Alabama, Tuskegee University. I loved being there. I did 2 years there, and then I came back home and finished at University of Wisconsin, Milwaukee. I started as an educator, like at a very, very early stage, right out of college. I drove a school bus until I could get inside the school. And once I stepped foot into the school, that was it. I had every position you can have in the school, with the exception of in the kitchen and the janitorial staff, right? But I was a teaching assistant, a paraprofessional, a teacher, a lead teacher, a resource support. Then I started getting promoted outside of the classroom, outside of the school building. Got moved. I was a regional support person traveling around, had a diners club credit card in my early 20s. Big mistake. I just couldn't manage it, right? But then, you know, as I kept getting promoted, I started getting more and more responsibilities in different positions. So I was forced to mature quickly in the education field, y'all. I became a principal at 29 years old, one of the youngest in the state of Missouri at the time. So when I talk about leadership is extremely important to me. Everybody can say they're a leader, but a leader is not a noun. Leader is a verb, right? It's action, right? Dr. Joy, I see you nodding. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been an educator all of my adult life, but when this opportunity presented itself, guess what? I was just like everybody else out there. Everybody thinks I don't need it. I was making 6 figures, you all, 6 figures, a young woman, vibrant, moving around, living my life the way I wanted to live it. No children at the time, no husband. See, that's who Denise Fields was. I was this educator on the move, on the rise, making money. It was all for me. And Uncle Sam, of course, right? And the church, of course, right? But then I became Denise Fields Russell, and I was still, you know, being a businesswoman. I had gotten out of the school for a minute, ended up going back because, you know, you can't get married and your husband not really understand what you're doing, like for money, right? So I said, let me show you. I am employable. I went back, got another principal position, did that for a while, guys. But my testimony is that of a lot of people out here who's going to hear this. On November 9th of 2022, y'all, this platform is huge, and you want to be able to share your testimony with people out there, right? November 9th of 22, I ticked off my boss. When I say I'm still unapologetic about it, I am, because I have no regrets. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant, that I would never be disrespected ever again by her, ever. And I meant that. And so I got let go. Sometimes what we say, you know, our strength can get us out the door, and that's what happened. But when I say I have no regrets, I have no regrets. And then that's when this really, really turned up. So I know a lot of times people think, oh, there she is talking about that business again. Yes, there I am talking about it again. And I don't plan to stop, because it is truly my bread and butter at this time. And when I see the possibilities every month, when that check increases, I say, why not? Right? Dr. Joy, let's unmute you. Let the people know, who is Dr. Joy. We want to know what that doctor is all about. Okay, something is, let me see if I can remove the other one. Okay, now let's try it again.
Am I better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. Very good. So Dr. Joy, I usually do not even reference myself as that, and I get a little flack about it, but the journey to doctorhood, I can't explain it. I started right at the beginning of the pandemic, um, in a remote program that was accelerated. Yeah. It was hard. So, the road is already hard, but during the pandemic, away from everyone, not really having support, it was difficult. But guess what? I did it because I was planning for my exit from my 20 something years of state work. I have dedicated myself. I come to work early, I go to work late. I'm sorry, I stay at work late. I open that laptop up on the weekends, not getting paid an extra dime, because it's important for me to do what my job is. But I knew that that time was coming, that I had to leave. So I said, let me start preparing myself. Let me become who I need to be. So I opened a consulting business, and I do consultation with young people, as far as education, because my doctorate is in education. And and I just the journey. So, and I know you said, director, not to talk too much about it, but if I can do that, there's no way I can't do this. And I'll leave it at that.
That's it. That's our intro, right? That's your intro. And that's what we're going into next. So all of our viewers out there, whether you're seeing this on YouTube, LinkedIn, or Facebook, you want to stick around, because when I tell you the testimonies that are going to come out of this are amazing. We have another retired educator on the line. I'm so glad she was able to join us, because when I say beautiful person inside and out, I mean, beautiful person inside and out. Tracy Watford, let me unmute you. Tracy, the question on the table is not necessarily why you said yes to this, not yet, but I just want the people to know, who is Tracy Watford? This ball of energy, this ball of sunshine, but talk to us about what's in that smile that we see and that we feel every day.
Thank you, Director Denise. Pure joy, pure joy. I am a retired educator, as you said. Before I became an educator, I did work in corporate America for a while. I worked in social services for a while, and I saw a need. I saw a need, economic, education-wise, and so I decided to go back to school and become a teacher. So I actually went to school to get my teaching certification and my first master's degree while teaching full-time. So I was teaching full-time, going to school on the weekends to get my license through an alternative certification program. Once I completed that, then I continued to teach full-time, went back to school full-time to actually complete my master's degree. That was the first time. And continued to teach. And I don't know, people may not realize it may be different for some people now, but if you wanted to stay in education, you had to continue to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to continue to go back. There was no tuition reimbursement. You had to continue to pay to take classes to stay certified. And so I did that. Then if you wanted to move up economically, you had to go into further debt, which is an oxymoron to me. You had to go back and get some more credits and other degrees in order to get a pay increase. But I can guarantee you that pay increase never equaled the amount of debt that you had to go into to get that extra degree and level of education. So I did that. And so I have 2 master's degrees, and I actually have a total of 4 degrees. But I also had a lot of debt.
Yeah.
And so even though I was working full time, people thought, she makes good money. She's a full-time teacher and all of that. No, I actually had to take on a second job. So I was teaching full time, working part time, and just spinning that wheel and never getting ahead. Not to mention spending the money I was making in my classroom on my students. So it was a cycle that just was not set up for success.
Did you all hear that? A cycle. Let's talk about the cycle. Oh, when you think about cycle, put in the chat, whether you're on social media or on the in the studio with me here. When you think of the word cycle, what do you think of? Cycle of what? Put that in the chat. Let's talk about cycles here, okay? People always talk about cycle of poverty or breaking this cycle or this generational curse. The cycle. I think of cycle. When I hear cycle, I think of like hamster wheel. I think about revolving door, right? You go out to come back in. You go out to come back in. You go out to come back in. And in education, they dared to call it passing the trash. I don't know how many educators have heard that, right? Passing the trash. Let me tell you what that means, Dr. Joy. If you have a bad educator, and there are bad educators out here, there are, and I get passionate when I talk about this because it is my passion, not was. It is my passion. Your passion doesn't leave just because you left the school. I just don't have a passion to be the principal anymore, right? Hi, Kim Leek. But when you have people who don't have a passion for children, and they just take it on because it's a job that they know they can get. Somebody can go and finish school right now, today, and go to a school and get hired tomorrow because they are that short-staffed. When you have bad teachers and they get let go from one school, you know what they do? They just go to the school across the street. Yep. And then they go to the school down the street. So I learned from more experienced administrators that all we're doing is passing the trash, just passing you're sending bad teachers out of your building, but sending them somewhere else. And then you're going to get someone who was a bad teacher somewhere else. And they couldn't have lied. When people say, when are you going to start your school? The first thing I think about is, where can I find 20 solid ones? Solid. It's a cycle. That cycle, you all, when I think of that cycle, Dr. Joy said rat race cycle. Val said endless cycle that goes full circle and you'll never get off the wheel. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm so excited about being able to say, we found it. Y'all say that. Say, we found it.
We found it.
We really did. We found it. And either we found it or it found us. And what is it? This business that we talk about every day. Now, for the people who feel like we get on their nerves, you don't like to see us coming, you don't want to hear us, you won't answer the calls, let me explain something to you. We're doing well already. That's without you. So imagine how much better we could do with you if you're that sharp person that we came after, right? When did you get into Planet Marketing? But more importantly, when did Planet Marketing get into you? Val, answer that first. When did you get into Planet Marketing? But more importantly, when did Planet Marketing get into you? This is the business that we're talking about. What we do, why we do it, how we do it. Well, when did it get into you, Val?
February 23, 2023.
Okay.
And I wasn't necessarily a turtle because I just put myself into all the training and certification, specializing and whatnot. But the pivot was convention, August 2023. Oh my word. I mean, I've been to other conventions and other MLMs that I've been in, but nowhere's near the amount of people at convention and all of us centered and focused, ready to learn and run when we got back. And it wasn't long after we got back that I started getting business partners. Why? Right. It got into me.
That's right. That's right.
And I love it, and I'll never turn it off.
Thank you. Tracy, what about you? When did you get in, but when did it get into you?
Okay, I got in leap year. February 29th of this past February 29th. I was so excited. When I saw the business plan, because this is not my first MLM, it's not. And when I saw this, I saw the presentation twice. The first time I saw it, I already knew this was something I wanted to do. And
Awesome.
so I had the bug. So I went ahead and I enrolled. And then I said, okay, I'm just going to, play around a little bit and see what it's like. But you kept talking to us about convention. I was like, well, I'm not going to convention my first year in. I said, I'm not, I didn't tell you that at first, but, but that's what I was telling myself. But then the more I got into the business and I saw more, I said, well, I'm gonna go to Blackout. So I went to Blackout first. When I saw Blackout, I was like, okay, maybe I'll think about convention. So then when I thought about it, I went on to convention. And when I got to convention, it blew my mind.
I know it
And
do.
and convention is what got Planet into me. And
That's it.
so I came back on fire. I'm still on fire. I got my first business partners. I have a total of 4 now. I'm looking for more. But I just want to say this. I'm not just looking for anybody.
That's
And
right.
I want to say that because a lot of people think that because we are in network marketing and multi-level marketing, that we're desperate because we're trying to tell everybody. No, we're not trying to tell everybody because we're desperate. We're trying to tell everybody because we don't know who needs this opportunity. But we're not just looking for anybody. I'm looking for people to be on my team who fit my personality. We got something in common. We want to work together.
That's it.
So I'm not just looking for anybody. I'm not. And I just want to make that really clear. We're not just looking for anybody.
No, ma'am.
If you're looking for me and you feel a vibe with me and you feel like we can work together, let's partner up.
That's
But
it. That's it.
those are the type of people I'm looking for.
That's it. Thank you for that shameless plug, Tracy. That's what it's about today, right? We want people to know that we're not begging, we're building. We are building a hierarchy, guys, that's going to long outlive us. This is what I'm coming to you next, Dr. Joy, because I think it got into you very recently. So I definitely want you to talk about that. But I think about the people who, like, let's be honest. Let's be very honest here. What if, not what if, it's not a hypothetically speaking question. This is, let me see. Somebody was trying to call, but we don't want that right now. Okay. So here's my thing. Here's my thoughts. I think about the people who, what's today's date, you all? What's today's date?
October 9th.
The 9th. Think about how many people have gotten paid already this month, but already out of money, and now have to wait another week and a half to get another check. I just wonder if people realize that's like a clue that you need something else. See, in Planet, because I want people to understand when they see me all over the place, like in the city and beyond. Somebody came to me today and said, I want you to sit still just for a minute, long enough so I can talk to you. I said, I'm here every day, Monday through Thursday. I said, unless I take a trip somewhere, but it's not unlikely that I'll go to Chicago during the day and come back, though, either, if I got business partners. I did it yesterday, right? And then someone else said, oh my gosh, you're here? Yep. That's called freedom. I can do what I want. And I like to be able to say that at 46. Not waiting until I'm 66. Not that 66 is a bad number. I'm just saying we usually work until we're at an age that now we're tired. Now we're too tired to work. We're too tired to play because we've worked all of our life. Now when we have the time to play, our limbs won't let us. Right? We've given it all to that job who doesn't even have our picture on the wall anymore. Right? Right, Val? Right? So when I think about how I got paid on the first of the month already, and then on that first Thursday, whatever that Thursday was, if tomorrow's the 10th, like the 3rd, I think it was, and then got paid again, or will get paid again on the 10th, which is tomorrow. And Thursday is also tomorrow. That'll be 4 checks this month already, and we're not even into the middle of the month. And then on the 15th, another check for travel commissions. And then the 3rd Thursday and the 4th Thursday, that's another 2-3 checks. And then the last day of the month, that's 8 checks. And we still have people who are doubting what we do, but you get 2 checks and you're looking like, oh, I need more. We're here to give you more. You hear from retirees. People think that retirement is it. And it is. If you have enough money coming in, if you got plenty to do. But some people have money coming in, but they don't have a life to live and they want one. Some people want to live their life, but they don't have the money after they've given all of these years of service to a job. So this is not quit your job day, guys. That's not what this chat is about. It's just saying secure something else so that in the event that something happens, you're not caught off guard. Dr. Joy, it happened very recently for you because you've been in for a while. Talk about when you got in, but more importantly, when did the business, Planet Marketing really get into you?
Thank you, Director Russell. It was November of 23, so last November, and I definitely heard it the very first time. I heard it. I wanted it. It made sense. I was, as you were talking, just thinking about where I was. Thank you, Lord, that I'm not there anymore. But I was working 2 40-hour-a-week jobs. I'm working 80 hours a week, 80. Very rarely had a day off. Obligations on the weekends, family obligations, participating in church, doing what I had to do for family. I was burnt out. When I heard about this, I had already planned in July, I need to stop working this second job because I can't speak about age. I can't continue to work 80 hours a week. I can't do it. And I was still checking in early and late from my other jobs. So in July, I said I was going to, as I'm listening to Planet, I'm saying, okay, well, they don't have anybody yet. So maybe I should wait till August and give them a little more time. And maybe I should, well, I'll do it at the end of July. So I started July 11th. I did 1 year and 1 day for the second job. July 12th, I looked at the calendar. I'm looking at this business. I said, well, wait a minute. I don't want to keep going to work. I don't want to do that. And so I said, okay, July 12th, that's it. And so as of July 12th, I had those extra 40 hours that really weren't extra. I was supposed to be getting some sleep at some point. But I had the time and I knew I needed the money, but now I was able to connect in a different way. I said, oh, I need to be paying attention. I need to do this. So in August, I had my first meeting. It's September. I had, I got my people. We're holding on. I'm getting it, but and when you say recently, literally last Saturday.
I know.
Last Saturday, something clicked. And I said, I can do this. I can do this. I don't have all the tools yet, but I'm trying to get them. I got a big mouth. I'm trying to use it.
That's the tool.
I'm learning to do things with social media. Me and technology don't have good relationships, but I'm learning. I'm not afraid to do it. I'm inviting people. I'm talking about it. I'm becoming more comfortable because why? I've already received checks. I appreciate that. I got commission coming. I appreciate that.
That's another thread right there, y'all. I want you to pay attention to what Dr. Joy said. She said, I don't have all the tools yet, but I've already gotten commission. So for all of you skeptics out there or fearful warriors out there who want it, but you're afraid that you're not proficient yet. You're afraid that you don't have all of what you need yet. You do. You have a vision, first of all. It's in your mind. It's telling you to do it. Everybody who keeps telling me, I'm coming. I said, when you come, I'm going to be on to the next. Helping those who really want it. Yeah, that's what we want to invite you to really come and see. I wanted the ladies to come on and just kind of give you a little bit of their background and why they said yes. But see, they've already started building. They already have teams under them. Whether they think they know half of what they should know, there's so much more to learn, but they've already made money. Let's talk about those commissions, Val. Val, unmute. Tell them about like what it feels like to be a goal builder. You've helped over 9 families get started. You get a direct sales commission. You're getting 50% check matches now because your team is growing, and you've been booking trips for commissions. Talk about that.
At first I did more travel bookings for myself and other people. And the longer I was in it, I said, I really got to start recruiting. And that happened for me after the convention. I am a servant leader. I am a woman of God, and I'm here to serve and meet the needs of others out there, but I serve the Lord first. Changing people's lives and giving them, or at least presenting them with an opportunity that can totally change for the positive, improve their life, and give more time to their family, and know that no one ever going to take a check away from me again except me.
That's right.
It's nice knowing that, I get checks a couple times a month. I am, like she said, a Goal Builder Plus, and I'm on the run. I'm the lioness out there. And like Miss Tracy said, I'm hunting, but I'm not hunting for just anyone. And by being selective, and this is something I learned, instead of getting people to sign up my first 2 or 3 months, I had a pivot, and I realized it's better to have a tighter circle that's qualified.
That's it.
And that's when things started to gel for Miss Valerie here.
That's it, Val. Now, you heard Val talking about booking. Let's talk about that before we close out for today. I know many times people think that we do one or the other. We do both and. It's not either or over here. It's both and, okay? I do both booking trips and building a team. I show people that I can give you this package and set it up for you, but I can also show you how to do it yourself. I can help you, but I want you to get that commission. Why? Because I want you to see the value in what you're doing. I want you to see that you're doing all this work. You're talking about where you want to go, getting the family together, rounding up the deposits, this, that, and so forth, so forth and so on. Well, you should be getting paid for that. That's what we want you all to understand. We're not doing anything differently than what you all are doing right from the comfort of your home. It's just that you're going and giving your money to Priceline. You're going and giving your money to Expedia. You're giving your money to Travelocity. You're giving your money to Hotwire. And guess what? If you're stuck in an airport and you have to reroute or do whatever, you think because you're on Delta, you're just going to mosey your little way up to the Delta counter. Not at all. You purchase from a third party. So they're going to tell you to go and call Hotwire. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. But with an agent and being your own travel agency owner like we are, we have certain levels of access, right? I want y'all to think about access. Access granted. I love the fact that I can just go in my phone and I don't have to wait through all the prompts when I'm calling Royal Caribbean. I go right to the group's number. Bam, 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 bam. Yes, this is Agent DF Russell, PIN number P, blah, 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 blah. I give them my PIN number and they pull me up in the system. That's access, right? So those of you out there you're getting it together, figuring out who's going to make all the shirts, who's going to take us to the airport, what are we going to eat, blah, blah, blah. That's all great. But you're being an unpaid travel agent. We don't want you to keep doing that. So when you see us on here, we're not just talking about begging people. We don't beg people. We simply try to show you another way. And I know sometimes it's hard because we've been so programmed that the only way we make money is in a job. I'm not bashing jobs because my jobs have been wonderful to me. It gave me an awesome life in my first 40 years of life or so. You know what I mean? Like the jobs that I've had as an administrator, they did me quite well. So I don't bash that at all. All I'm saying is now that my eyes are open a bit more, I'm paying attention to the fact that there are some things that you've got to have set up. And if you don't, that could be a huge problem. That's number one. Now, we're talking about booking. Let's close out on the note of booking and getting these big commission checks. Tracy, tell the people about that big group cruise that you have going on right now that you're booking for. Not the Mother's Day one. I'm going to tell them about that one. Tell them about the Greek Isles, because I didn't even know you could take a cruise ship over to the Greek Isles. I thought that was a land trip only. Talk about that really quickly. Wait. Let me unmute you because I want them to hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Well, I'm so excited about that, Coach. I've had that on my list for quite some number of years because I love to travel. I've traveled to Europe already, but this cruise, what I'm so excited about is that I'm going to get to go to 6 islands, and I'm taking people with me. 6 islands on an all-inclusive trip. I don't have to worry about where I'm sleeping. I don't have to worry about where I'm eating. I just need to make sure that I am well rested before I go because it's a different port every day. I'm going to get to see places that I've only read about, and I am just thoroughly excited. And it's in the month of June. So any of my educator friends who want to go, y'all give me a call so I can get you booked on this cruise, and we're gonna have a good time because it's all about living for me now. It really is. It's not. I can't go because I'm enjoying retirement because I love to travel, and I've done so much of it already this summer. This cruise is going to be epic. 2025.
Wait.
You do not want to miss it.
Wait, don't close it out yet. Hey, Elevate Beauty Boutique, I see you. I want you to stay on because it's time. It's time, Elevate. Now, Tracy.
Yes.
You're one of my business partners, just like
yes,
Dr.
I am.
Just like Val. So you know I get excited when I see you all booking and getting commissions, right?
Yes.
Let's all get this commission. But I'm thinking now. See, I'm not in the school anymore, so I can travel whenever. But my hubby, he can only really take trips in the summer, long ones like that. So I'm glad you said June. Because see, in May, he can't do the Mother's Day cruise with me, but we do our anniversary trip before I go, right? But I'm thinking about it now. I want you to tell the people what 6 ports. Please give us the dates. Give us the dates. Now, guys, go get something to write with if you all are watching, because you may want to be a client of Tracy's and go ahead and join, or you may want to partner with us, become an agent, and get your own commission for this. How many days? How many days and nights is this?
7.
Is it 8 days, 7 nights, or 7 days, 6 nights?
6 days, 6 nights, 7 days.
7 days, 6 nights. Okay, Greek Isles. Tell us the ports again. All 6 of them. Ooh,
okay, Athens, Ephesus, Volos, Mykonos, Thessaloniki, Sabaratini, and
that's it. That's 6.
It's going to be beautiful. And for my spiritual people out there who are Bible readers, I just want to say Ephesus, Thessaloniki, places that we've only read about, you can actually go and visit and see.
You know, my bonus baby, Miss Page, she comes and sees us in the summer. Although she's getting older now, it's not that fun, I guess, hanging with us. Right, Kim Lee? Look, Kim, you better inbox us. Kim, are you in business with us? Because I see you on my page. I need to know. Inbox me. Let me know. Let me know if we're already in business. If not, you need to come on. You said that's going to be nice. It's nicer with a commission check. Tracy's about to get a good commission check as a fresh retiree. Listen here. My bonus daughter, we may
pay for my next trip.
That's it. That's it. My bonus daughter. Oh, okay, Kim, just checking, honey, because I was coming after you. My bonus daughter, she loves learning. She loves learning. She would probably thoroughly enjoy a cruise like that. Beauty and educational. I could see it. And that's different. We haven't done that one. Now, for the Mother's Day cruise, that's May 11th through the 18th. That's an 8-day, 7-night on Wonder of the Sea. Oh, the ship that you're going on, Tracy, that's Celebrity, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness. I forgot the name of it, but it is a celebrity cruise.
Okay, I'll
And
find
it's
out.
gorgeous. Yeah.
I'll find out. Now, guys, you can join us. Oh, I'm saying us. Let me speak that on. I might be going, but you can definitely join those of us who may be going on that Greek Isles cruise with Celebrity. You can join as a client and pay your money and have a good time, or you can join us as a partner, pay your money and get some of your money back in commissions. See the difference? Now, if you want to do the Mother's Day cruise, bring your mom, bring your daughter, your sister, yourself, your husband. It's not a women's cruise, although my husband seems to think that's just for women. It's really not, babe. It's honoring the women. But nevertheless, that's May 11th through the 18th, 8 days, 7 nights on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. Wonder was the largest ship at sea until Icon came in January. So we are excited about that one. We're not doing 6 ports. We're doing 3. You make us look small time with this one, Tracy. But we're going to St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. We're going to St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. And when I say it's going to be something, I mean, it just the ship itself is going to be. Oh, and we're going to Coco Cay, Bahamas. I can go there every time I'm on the ship. I just love it. But guys, if you all want quotes for either of these, you can contact me about the Mother's Day cruise or Tracy. And you can contact Tracy about the Greek Isles cruise. She put that one together, but she's also chiming in on that Mother's Day cruise. Dr. Joy and Val can do the same. Whether they can join us or not, they can still at least get it out there and get booked, y'all. So here we go. I'm gonna close out because I have choir rehearsal tonight and I'm the president of the choir, so I got to get going. But all right, Heidi, that's your home. Good. And then I have Bible class tonight. And I have to get back in time to rest my voice because tonight we want to invite all of our viewers who have come in. We're doing a late night session. Now, today we just talked about what it is we do. But that's what we talked about today. Tonight, we're actually going to show you everything that we do. We're going to show you the actual details of this business opportunity, you guys. Stop sleeping on it. I know you putting all your eggs in that one basket called that job. Mm-hmm. Don't quit your job. Just please prepare another basket. Please have your plan B in case plan A switches up on you, you all. You don't want to miss it. Now, if you're going to join us tonight, that's 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's on Zoom, 277-973-9239. Wani, would you mind going ahead and dropping that in the chat for me? I know Wani's not in the studio, but she's behind the scenes. Go ahead and put my Zoom in there for everyone. 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, 277-973-9239. We want you all to be on. Wani may have had to get off, so let me put that in here for everybody. So listen, we hope to see you on here, but guess what? We're going to be doing this pretty regularly because sometimes we want you all to hear what we talk about. Thank you, Wani. We want you all to hear what we talk about. We want to get your questions answered. There are some of you out there like LaRonda. I see you, LaRonda. LaRonda actually saw me on a late night just chat like this, just having a conversation on my own live, rather. And she was like, I've been thinking about this. She contacted me. She got in. Gloria White, inbox me your number, honey. I want to partner up with you. But she said, I just want to get started. And she's been rocking and rolling with us ever since. So you never know who's out there wanting to hear more about this. But we're not secret agents, y'all. Some people, secret agents, they don't want people to know. I don't want people to know. I'm a professional network marketer. I say it loud and proud because I said I was a principal for years. That hat has been removed. And now I'm educating in the travel space. Guys, this concludes our chat for today. Let me get on the road. Let me get to church. I'm praying for all of you that you make the right decision and you contact one of us tonight so we can get you started. All right. But we hope to see you on our Zoom at 10 p.m. Don't come by yourself. Bring someone else who needs what it is we have. All right. You all take care. Hope to see you tonight. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mm.